All right, really apologize to the 12 seniors in there for, apologize to not to get to the 13th game. We got beat on all three sides of the ball. Got out coached, got outplayed. I've warned them. This is different than the Big East. The days of just showing up and playing, at a very marginal level, whether it's effort, whether it's execution, whether it's coaching, whether it's talent, whatever it is. I mean, you can't show up and be average and win. I don't care who it is. Our team's good enough to where we can show up and play at a very high level and beat the best teams in the Big 12. Our team's not good enough to where we can show up and play average and beat anybody. And that's obviously what happened today.
Talk about James Sims. Obviously had a pretty outstanding game today.
We've stopped the run every week. It was very disappointing in the first half to not stop the run, and that's obviously something. We were anticipating Cozart, the quarterback, thought he handled things good for a first-time starter, and being a first, just being in there. We anticipated that. We kind of thought that was going to happen. We knew what their plan was going to be. The game's won and lost up front 90% of the time. Their O-line whipped us, and we didn't tackle very good. Played a little bit better in the second half. Offensively, it's same stuff. I mean, we didn't run block very good. So everything kind of starts up front, whether it's lost or won up front. Usually is. Not to take anything away from Sims. He's a good back. He's going to be one of their all-time leading rushers, and has been a great player for him here over the last couple years.
Did you feel it was marginal effort today, less than it has been?
I didn't sense it early. Did not sense it early. Was proud of how they woke up, and we had energy in the hotel. Got to the game, thought there was energy in the locker room. Went out there, started fast on offense, and we scored. And then defense went out there, and they just laid down. So defensively, we didn't play with very much energy. Our offense has relied on our defense the whole year, and when they saw defense giving up points, I think our offense got shook. It's another losing performance for our offense, which obviously I take the full responsibility for that.
What were they doing to slow you guys down offensively? You came out on that first drive and hit a couple big plays, got in there, and right away. What changed for you?
Yeah, we didn't finish blocks. I mean, what's good offensive performance? You finish blocks, you run the ball. You sit in the pocket, you finish blocks up front, you throw, and our receivers catch. It's just not good.
What was the reason for maybe abandoning those short passes? It was working, and then.
Well, they made some adjustments too. I mean, they got coaches on their side of the ball that see what's going on and how we're attacking them, and they covered it up. I mean, we had a lot of short passes because we knew we were going to be able to run the ball, and if they add that guy, we can throw it out there. And then when they take that guy away, they got to add a guy somewhere else. And when you do that, you got to be able to throw and catch a little bit more downfield. So we didn't abandon it. They did a good job of making some adjustments and stopping it. They got quality coaches on their side as well.
New territory for you guys. You haven't been in a situation since you've been coaching Division I where you haven't gone to a bowl. This team obviously went that streak then they do. How do you approach this? And the next
appreciate you reminding me that. I guess this would be year 14. I guess this would be an all-time low. Not to take anything away from Kansas, they've been close. I mean, we've seen it. We've talked about it. They've been close. I think they're doing a good job. Their effort was good. They sensed the victory, and they whipped us. So where we go from here, I don't know. I'll probably go back, and I was planning on going to a bowl game. Probably go back and do what we always do. Got to evaluate where we're at. We got to continue with program development. This program's not equipped right now to handle the wear and tear of the Big 12. If you look at how many freshmen are out there, and I'm not blaming anything on injuries, that's just part of the game. You got to be able to have depth. In the Big 12, you got to be able to handle a lot of snaps. You got to be able to handle. Handle injuries. Right now we're not where we need to be.
Is there pressure on you to fix that?
Well, everything falls on me, you know. So yeah, you can't just sit there and snap your fingers and fix it. You know, you gotta keep building your program, and we've been heading that way for, you know, going on the whole year. You know, it's not where it needs to be.
Does this one sting a little bit more knowing that Kansas hasn't won a Big 12
No,
for years?
no, they're all the same. I don't care if last week stung, this week stung. You know, 2 weeks ago we were happy. I'm sure it stung for TCU. Told the team, you know, I apologize to the seniors. You know, appreciated everything they've done. Would do everything in our power to win the game in 2 weeks. You know, with that said, I mean, this team's good enough to beat anybody at the top. This team's not good enough to be able to beat anybody at the bottom if you don't play well. They count as one win, they count as one loss. I don't view it that way.
Earlier in the week, you mentioned some things that are good in making a bowl game, the relative process, things like that, not making it. What does that do?
We'll get back to work quicker, you know, in January. You know, I think whenever that first Monday is in January, we'll be working. We'll be working before our kids report for the off season. You know, obviously recruiting never ends. You know, we'll probably pay a little bit more attention to recruiting in January. You know, maybe we'll have a lot of coaches and players sit at home over the holidays and say, boy, everybody on TV is having a good time going to a bowl game. Sure would be nice to do that. Well, what do? You work harder, you recruit better, you stay the course, you develop your players, you buy into what's going on, or you get out.
In terms of the program development, you mentioned how much of it is recruiting, how much of it is trying to build more guys that you have now into contributors?
Well, yeah, it's if you're replacing your starters with true freshmen, it's not where you want to be. You know, there's guys out there that aren't ready to play at this level yet. Say what it is. I mean, they're going to be guys that are going to be able to play at this level, but you don't want to, you know, unfortunately lose a few guys and stick guys that aren't ready to play in there. I'm not going to tell you who they are or name names or any of that stuff. That's just, we're in that situation where we're doing that right now.
When did you know Clint wasn't going to be able to go today?
I don't know. It's not important.
And if it was going to swing at the end of the half, they hit the big run, and you guys get it down there and miss it. But in a nutshell, basically, that 5-6 plays there.
Oh, you know, it'd been nice to stop them, get them to punt, and then score. You know, but even with that, you know, we're down 10. Told them, look, we're going to punt, or we're going to kick off into the wind. We're going to pin them back there. Let's get a 3 and out. Challenge the defense. Let's get a 3 and out, make them punt, which happened. Defense played good, 3 and out. They punted, they shanked it. We had the ball on the +40, and we couldn't do anything. You know, we managed the first down, and then Paul threw a pick. I mean, it was all three sides, guys. I mean, it was what it was. They sensed they could win, and they out executed us, played harder, out coached us.
Just mentioned what you said at halftime. When they came out there in the second half, was there a specific reason that you guys were doing the warm up the way?
Yeah, we've done that the last 3 weeks. I didn't like how we came out. I don't remember which one it was. Texas Tech. Is that who we played before TCU?
Yeah.
I didn't like how we came out at halftime. You know, we came out and we scored, but I didn't like how we came out. So TCU, we did it. Last week, we did it. I don't know.
Okay, thanks, Coach.